Uh,
Thank
what's your full name, Sanskar?
you. My full name is Sanskar Tripathi, sir.
And you are from Rewa in Madhya Pradesh, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And what has been your educational profile so far?
I have done my schooling from Riva itself. I have done my 12th from Kendriya Vidyalaya Riva. Then I pursued geography in my bachelor's from Delhi University. Thereafter, I did my master's in geography from Vindhyachal College from Satna.
From Satna. So why did you do your
Yes.
master's from Delhi, having done your BA from Delhi?
Sir, I was preparing for my civils exam, and Delhi University requires much more effort. So I required some staying in Riva was much more easier for me, and Satna is just next to my home. So I was able to commute from home to college, and it was much more feasible for me to prepare for my civils exam during this phase.
And what are you doing at present?
Currently, I am undergoing training as Deputy Education Officer from CMAT Dehradun, sir.
CMAT, was that?
Yes, sir. State Institute of Educational Management and Training.
Okay, okay. So I would now request the member, Mr. Rao, to please take on the further questions.
Good evening, Mr. Tripathi.
Good evening, sir.
You have done MA in Geography.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, what is your view on Mr. Donald Trump, the US President, changing the name of Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America?
Sir, it is more of a geopolitical and more of a publicity move. Gulf of Mexico is surrounded by Mexico itself, so it is generally known by that name. But because of his geopolitical concerns of seeing its vicinity, America's vicinities as America's hinterland, he's planning to change the name to Gulf of
Does the
America.
Gulf cover Mexico more, or does it cover America more?
Traditionally, it is covering more of America, more of Mexico. It covers some parts of America as well.
So you think it is a good move or a bad move?
It's just a symbolic move. It's just for publicity's sake. It will not change any ground reality.
Suppose we make the Indian Ocean by name, let's say Bangladesh Ocean, and all, is okay by you?
Sir, it will be just for a naming exercise. It will not change any ground realities.
But it will create will it create a lot of tensions and problems?
It will create some geopolitical issues, but not to a great extent, because our boundary lines are being defined by UN clause, so that will not change. So on ground it won't change much of it won't create much of a change.
Okay, now you know about the Kumbh Mela.
Yes, sir.
So what do you think has been the economic impact of Kumbh Mela on the Indian economy? Has there been any impact, or you think it was just a regular Mela?
Kumbh Mela has certainly created an economic impact, especially for the MSME and the cottage industry, because there has been a number of local products and local industrial products that are being sold in the Kumbh Mela, and it also creates an economy for vendors and hawkers, so that also adds up to the economy. Also, it also creates an influx of foreign tourists and the visitors from all over India, which flock to see the Kumbh Mela and take part in it. So it creates a opportunity for economy of traveling
So what
and
is your
tourism
take?
industry
What are
over
the
here.
larger implications of this from the Kumbh Mela? What is the takeaway, main takeaway? What does it? What idea it throws up?
It creates a soft
Potential
power issue.
for example, Kumbh Mela has opened a door, right, for something big.
Kumbh Mela is showcased as a soft power initiative by India. It signifies that India can manage a large population and a large influx of tourists very well.
That is okay. But I'm saying, what is the other takeaway? Basically, I'm looking at trying to ask you is that you hold a comb and everybody is coming here. So basically, it's showing you that religious tourism, right? So whenever a big event happens, like a big festival takes place and all that, irrespective of the religion it belongs to. So it will have some economic implications. Does it make sense that we should develop our religious places and all so that the economy improves?
Yes, sir. Religious places, they create multiple sources of revenue as well as economic implications, because not only they create tourism potential, but they develop transport economy as well as local industries.
So in
It has
Madhya Pradesh, a large number of historical places are there. Are you satisfied with the facilities out there?
there is a lot to be yet done, because we have a large number of religious places such as
Why
Ujjain,
religious? Even
and
historical you must be having.
yes, even historical such as Sanchi, as well as Khajuraho, and a number of places such as Bhimbetka as well. So there is a need of further enhancing those facilities for tourism, and as well as promoting the facilities to promoting these sites to encourage more tourism.
So why I raised this question to you, just to guide you, is that these implications are huge.
Yes, sir.
The service industry, what share does it have in the world today? The share of services in the GDP. For example,
Services.
US GDP will be comprising how much part will be services?
In developed
Not
economy,
the
it is
exact
more
number,
than
but you can
80%.
say.
In developed economy, it is more than 80%. In globally, it is
Ah.
more than 60%.
So without manufacturing, but providing these services, they are doing it, right?
Yes, sir.
What do you know about the fertility rate in India? India as a whole, state-wise, any idea?
According to National Family Health Survey 5, the fertility rate of India is around 2.0%, 2.0, and it basically means an average woman is conceiving two children in her entire fertility period, sir.
For the population to remain constant, what is the number?
It should be above the net replacement rate.
What
The net
that is?
replacement rate is 2.1 children per woman. So it accounts for the people who do not marry, and as well as people who die before having a children.
So what is the effect of which are the states in India which have lower fertility rates, and which are the one which are high, and what are the implications of that?
Generally, the states in southern India have a lower fertility rate, such as Kerala having 1.8, and Tamil Nadu having 1.6, and even states such as West Bengal having 1.6 fertility rate. And states in North India, as well as basically Hindi belt, are having more children, such as Bihar having 3.0. So it creates an imbalance of north-south divide, whereby north is having a much higher growth rate of population. So it creates political as well as economic issues.
So what is the major implication of that? What is happening?
Currently, there is lots of issue regarding the delimitation of constituencies, whereby South India is.
No. The difference in NRR in the different states, what does it lead to? What is happening?
It creates a labor surplus in northern states, as well as a labor deficit.
So what does that lead to?
It creates migration streams, such as
So it's leading to migration.
yes, sir. Like because states such
So
as.
my question is, does migration create any problems?
It creates some issues regarding ecological as well as sociological aspect if not managed well. If managed well, it can create economic surpluses, sir.
No, what do you think world over the impact of the impact of migration?
Globally, it creates political issues because of.
No, it is already created, or is it going to create?
It is an ongoing issue, sir, because there has been an illegal stream of migration, and that creates issues for right-wing populism. on the other hand, regular and skilled migration, it creates economic opportunities. So it is it has both of its ways.
No, the question is that like Germany, the right wing has come up, right? Donald Trump says don't have immigration. The US president says immigration he is going to ban because of the larger implications for the society, their culture and all.
Yes, sir.
So what do you think the government of India should do when the southern states have lesser children and the other states have larger number of children? So what do you think the state should do? The government, what should they do to see that harmony is there?
The government should create a balance in population, as well as like create opportunities not only in northern states as well as in southern states. So the migrants who come from northern states, they do not feel threatened. There should be a strategy for
No, but
creating
why
harmony.
can't they create jobs in northern states?
Northern states have their own issues.
UP, Bihar, why can't they create employment opportunities?
Northern states have limitation in terms of port facilities, as well as infrastructure. Infrastructure development is lacking in the northern states, as well as skilling facility and the educational background of people are not that enhanced compared to the southern Indian states. So there is a slight limitation of employment opportunities in northern states. So there is government of India is constantly working on it. Schemes such as Eastern and Western corridor development, economic corridor development, is seeking to balance out, as well as there are other schemes such as One District, One Product, and other such schemes which aim to create a much more balanced regional development. So
basically, if you do regional development and all, then migration may come down. It will have impact on language, things like that, right? Already Tamil Nadu,
yes,
Bangalore and all have these issues. You watch sports?
Yes, sir.
You think India missed Bumrah yesterday?
No, sir. India performed really well with the spinners.
But why?
And as well as the pitch was
Why
very
did India miss?
supportive.
Why did India not miss Bumrah?
India had a quality seam attack under Mohammad Shami as well as Hardik Pandya, as well as India's quality spinners quadrant were present. Yeah, and especially in a pitch that favors spin bowling, India did not miss Bumrah much.
So basically, the pitch supported spin bowling. That is the point. So that's why we didn't miss him. Had it been a pacey wicket, you agree? Because it was a wicket which helping spinners, so it helped you out.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
So your date of just last question. Your date of birth is the right one?
1st of January, sir.
Is it correct?
Yes, sir. It is correct.
No, because generally what you find is that 1st January, most of the time it isn't the right one. So I just wanted to ask you.
Yes, sir. It was. I'm a New Year child. Thank you.
Going further, have you heard of the new education policy, NEP?
Yes, sir.
Please tell us about
it. Sir, it is based on Kasturi Rangan Committee for Educational Changes. So, sir, it was implemented. It was revealed in 2020, and it has its aim to be implemented fully by 2030. It aims to overhaul the entire educational system in India, right from upper primary to the higher education, and it seeks to create an education system for India that helps in Industry 4.0 as well as the demands of 21st century.
Okay, so there are two questions related to that. Number one, what is the objection by the Tamil Nadu people about the education policy? Number one. And number two, should English continue as a medium of instruction in all parts of the country?
So Tamil Nadu, coming to your first question, Tamil Nadu is having issues with the 3-language policy that is a part of new education policy. Under the 3-language policy, government is aimed to promote 2 Indian languages as well as English or another language to be a part of a curriculum. So it is having an issue of promoting Hindi in the southern India, in Tamil Nadu. And so in the second question, English is acting as a unifying language for most of India. Also, it enables India's IT industry as well as India's service export sector. So promoting English, it should be done, but it should not come at a cost of promoting native Indian languages.
But the experience has been that many state governments decided to do away with English, and their children and their students there really suffered as far as the job was concerned. That is one. And number two, as far as the three language formula is concerned, it is the people from south who went and came and learned Hindi, but people from north, UP, Bihar, did not learn any language from other than Hindi or English. So will that promote any kind of harmony? Is it not unfair on the southern states? Ask them to learn Hindi,
Yes, sir,
whereas the Hindi states will not learn anything.
Yes, sir, that is the primary concern of southern India, sir, because in northern states, the third language that we mostly learn is mostly Sanskrit or Urdu. So their primary concern is that northern Indian state have never implemented three language policy. So why are they being forced to learn Hindi and implement the three language policy?
So if there is a problem, how do you solve it?
There is need to create, like in Navodaya, we have there is a policy of promoting a southern Indian language in northern India and promoting a northern Indian language in South India, as well as they provide a tour of a school for 6 months or some period that allows more cultural assimilation. So that can be implemented in some areas. And moreover, a statewide policy could be implemented whereby a certain state should select a certain language for its three language formula. That should be based on regional balance and based on the like the notion of Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat.
And going to what the state in which you are doing your training right now, there is a supposed change in the demographics. So why is that happening, and how can you correct it?
There is an apprehension in Uttarakhand that more and more people from plains, especially the minority community, is settling down in the plain areas of the state as well as some parts of the hills. So there is an apprehension regarding that. But there is, and since the local population is also migrating to Delhi and other parts, there is a fear and apprehension of demographic imbalance as well as demographic changes. So it creates social issues.
But suppose you were posted in Uttarakhand and then in a particular district, and you found that the demographics are changing. Would you be in a position to do anything about it?
Since Indian Constitution allows freedom of movement as well as freedom to settle down, so there is no legal way of stopping migration. But there can be some steps to promote, to create safeguards for locals, such as strong Bhu Kanun that has been advocated by the state, so that only a limited portion of land could be sold to outsiders. And moreover, there should be an effort on the government's behalf so that the migrant feel assimilated and part of a same community within the states.
What do you understand by ISRO, and what are its plans for the future?
ISRO is the Indian Space Research Organization. Indian Space Research Organization, sir. It is the primary space research wing of Government of India. So it deals basically with the two areas of space operation. Firstly, based on civilian aspects, whereby it provides satellite and remote sensing as well as locational facilities, such as the INSET program as well as the locational services such as Gagan and Gemini. And moreover, it also creates research facilities, research areas such as Mars orbital mission. So its future programs include an unmanned space station, as well as plans to create a crewed mission to Moon. Moreover, it also seeks to create another mission to Mars, whereby we will be able to get back the samples from Moon surface.
Do you know the name of the person who will be in that moon lunar mission?
Sir, I cannot recall at this moment.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You can study and find out. And on the private side, in the same space arena, which are the big companies in the world which are doing something about space travel or travel for fun as tourists in space? Can you name one or two companies and who owns them?
Sir. The major companies include SpaceX, owned by Elon Musk, which owns the space. It creates refueling mission for International Space Station. On other companies include Virgin Galactic, which is owned by British billionaire, and another one is Blue Origin, owned by Amazon Group under Jeff Bezos. So there are a few other companies as well which are working. Boeing is another company which is working on space exploration.
Boeing failed. That's why Sunita Williams is still in space. So they're going to bring her back by some other. Okay. And on the economy side, I want to ask you at a very small level. You must have heard of neighborhood shops, or you must have neighborhood shops in Riva and everywhere where you can buy those small groceries. Now, with the advent of quick commerce, Dunzo and all these kind of things, the people are getting Blinkit, people are getting their food and all items delivered at their home. Is it good for the small businesses, or how do they survive? I mean, or is it going to be a death knell for these small shopkeepers that thank you very much, you go and now only Blinkit and Dunzo will take over?
But it creates the quick commerce industry is basically for affluent section of the society who are more digitally literate, as well as in the urban sphere. The vast majority of India, in more than 70%, lives in rural and semi-urban spaces. So they do not have the quick commerce facility. And moreover, even in the urban space, there are sections of society which do not have as well as digital literacy, as well as they do not trust the digital platform that much. So it creates quick commerce currently is used by only a section of society. So it's not a threat directly per se, but gradually if it has to grow, it has to do in sync with the local vendors, whereby it will help those local vendors get listed on their platform and deliver to them. It will be a win-win situation for them, sir.
That is the main thing. They have to work in tandem so that the delivery is through Blinkit, but the product is kept in their own shops. Quickly they can deliver. Fine. Thank you very much. And I would now request the third member to kindly take on the questions.
Yeah. So good evening, Sanskar.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. As we have seen, the profile has been, you've been academically very strong. You had done your honors in history and also, geography, sorry, and did your JRF also. Now, why, you do not wish to continue in a sector which you're already in, or, enter into a profession like academics, and why you wish to join civil services? Is there any reason specific for that?
Sir, I have always been driven by a desire to serve society, and my father has been a civil servant, so he has been a prime motivation and inspiration for me. And my taking up geography was also in major part was inspired by my decision to continue with civil services, because geography was I considered geography as an optional for my civil services. So in academics, one can contribute, but over a period of time, it leads to stagnation. So, but civil services, not only it gives a good lifestyle as well as a good payment, but it also leads for me to contribute directly to the society, as well as lead a dynamic life whereby I can contribute to different sections and get to know a lot by serving different areas of life. So.
But you can also contribute towards policy. A lot of academics are into policy making, supporting government through think tanks. So it may not be stagnation, because eventually the BSc depends upon the ground level academic research, which helps them in policy making. So that should not be stagnant in terms of the contribution towards the growth.
Yes, sir. But even I can contribute to academics even after joining civil services, whereby I can contribute to policy making first, and then get to understand the basics and as well as the academic sides of it, sir. So I can join
Alright.
academics later on.
Okay. All right. So, do you have any idea about the delimitation which is going to start? What is that delimitation process, and what do you think is the impact it will have on the the political representation we have of northern and southern states, and in terms of the regional disparities we have?
Under Article 81 of Constitution, delimitation, Indian Constitution seeks one person, one vote majorly, so that every person's vote value is similar. So under Article 82, it seeks to redraw constituency after each census, so that delimitation is taken place, allowing for constituencies to redraw based on the current demographic patterns. So the current issue regarding delimitation is that it has been stopped since 1971 census based on the 42nd Amendment. So it has stopped till 2001 census. Then it got further delayed for 25 years by an constitutional amendment. Now it is due in 2026. So the first census after 2026 will allow for delimitation to take place. So there is an apprehension on the southern states that any delimitation will create their percentage of seats lower than based on current scenario. So there is apprehension based on that part. So government has assured that the number of seats in southern states will not be reduced, and it is working on creating a consensus and as well as creating a situation whereby delimitation can be taken place based on the constitutional principles.
So, are there apprehensions correct? Because we could see that in the 15th Finance Commission, when they had developed the formula, they have considered 2011 population, and as we can see, the population dynamics have been changing in terms of the north and south. So, southern states have this apprehension, their population going down, so they will have reduction. So, is this viable? Is this correct, or some political controversies have been created out of it?
Democracy should be based on one person, one vote, and that vote value should be equal across the country. So our constitutional makers have ensured that it is written in the constitution itself that this delimitation should be taking place. So it is a valid exercise, and moreover, for 50 years, southern states have enjoyed more representation, even based on lesser population. So, but to make sure that they are on board, certain other parameters could also be undertaken, such as demographic performance, which ensures that their seat share does not get reduced massively, as well as they can be compensated on Rajya Sabha front for a higher representation. Sir.
So large scale consultation has to be there before going for any decision in that case.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, okay. So, do you have any idea about the World Sustainable Development Summit? I think which is scheduled in Delhi, 5th to 7th March. Any idea on that?
I cannot recall this at this moment.
Okay. Recently, we had one summit in Jaipur, which was basically on reduce, reuse, and recycle. So, circular economy. Where okay, so it was a summit where Jaipur and basically India was hosting, circular economy forum for Asia and the Pacific. So in general, what do you think? There is a coalition which is there as part of that regional forum where cities are coordinating on circular economy. Do you know what is circular economy and how it can help in the waste management and urban sustainability?
Yes, sir. So circular economy is based on an idea that a resource should be recycled over a continuous period. It is against the principle of linear economy that is generally have been the norm over the last century. It seeks to create an extended life for a product, whereby a product remains in use and that resource remains in use over a period of time. It is very essential for our sustainability because Earth has a limited set of resources. By continuing to use those resources, we seek to reduce not only the environmental aspect of continuously mining and acquiring those resources, but also reducing the waste and the negative externalities that arise out of those resources. For example, by recycling the lithium-ion batteries, we can reduce the amount of lithium that is being mined, as well as the negative issues that arise out of improper waste management of those batteries.
Okay, so you have seen, the development which are happening in Uttarakhand, and we have seen the environmental impacts also of the development, construction of the tunnels and the roads. So, how do you see that development versus environmental debate? Do you think that there has been too much of development which has been having an environmental impact on the state?
Sir, there is a need to create a ecological balance in terms of development versus environment debate. There is a need to consider environment as well as needs of local. So wherever we have reached the threshold for environmental management in terms of development, there has been negative repercussions, be it Joshimath sinking, be it the 2013 issue of flooding. So we have to make sure that development is in sync with the environment, so that a sustainable development can be achieved.
Okay.
Okay,
think
the Gaganyaan program going on. So, any idea on the Gaganyaan program, and how do you think that it does fit the India's broader space exploration goals? Gaganyaan 1 project.
Gaganyaan program, sir, it seeks to uh, send Indian Vyomnauts into the space for space research as well as exploration. It is a tool for India's soft power as well as a flagship program for India's space industry. So India is seeking to send some Vyomnauts within the space.
okay.
So, it'll put more.
Riva is famous for the white tiger, right? So
Yes,
is
sir.
the population falling or is it stable of the white tiger?
Sir, I'm not sure of the exact figures, but overall, white tiger has been a subset of Bengal tigers. And since Bengal tiger's population is rising, we can assume that its white tiger's population is also on a
But are
rise.
there white tigers in the wild?
They are not in the wild in Riva. They are in the white tiger safari within the zoo, within the Riva zoo, sir.
Okay. And anything else near to Riva which is doing something in the energy sector? There's a big
Riva
place.
is famous for amongst the world's largest solar power plant.
Mhm.
It is more than 700 megawatts, and when it opened, it was it was the world's largest, and now it is supplying energy to even Delhi Metro, sir.
Okay. Who has gone?
Sanskar, I was quite impressed with your knowledge of the subject, and I think you should do well because I think you covered the area very well. But just whenever we say, no, for example, the larger implications of tourism and all that, we see a lot of discussion going on how to improve the economy, which is growth is not very good. So, by and large, Manoj, very, very thorough discussion, and I think knowledge is pretty good. So, I think we should be hearing his name, reading his name in the papers.
Thank you, sir.
You'll do well.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir mentioned. So yes, you are quite strong in terms of the knowledge and the response. One important thing, because you had your geography honors as your subject throughout, so environmental definitely will be an important factor. And these latest events which are happening, as I said, World Sustainable Development Summit is happening in Delhi, just 3rd, 4th, I think 5th to 7th March, I guess. So that is a very important event. We had that circular economy, summit where India is hosting Asia Pacific. So such important events pertaining to your subject, would be very important. So that is you should go through the latest as far as the environmental concerns are there, and a lot of aspects are there. We have seen Donald Trump backing out, from the climate summit and Paris, treaty, and how this overall balance of the environmental, factors will be concerning to the global economy and the global development. That should be a very important factor. Politically also, latest developments are happening. So I think certain important issues which are also mentioned with regard to the NEP and this delimitation issue is coming up. Then the UCC in Uttarakhand is also something very important, being first state to implement. So I think current we couldn't interact much that way, but current, yes, something more you can prepare. I'm not saying that you were not prepared that way, but you can prepare more on that because a lot of developments are happening. And so one more thing, you have to little bit more louder and little bit more in the way that you are confident, although you are, but the body language should be that way. So
Okay.
if you are slightly louder in your response and a little bit more involved with the panel, I think that creates an impression amongst the panelists that you have gives a positive feeling to the panel. I think that is my perception and experience also. When I gave the interview, so I think otherwise it was good. Academically, you have been very strong, and I'm sure you will do good in the mains. And interview is all about lifting our confidence and how positively we deal with the panel. And we'll try to restrict our answers to very specific response. We'll not have very lengthy less responses to the questions. In between there'll be cross questions also, but otherwise also, if a question is asked, we try to limit our response so that it doesn't drift or go to some other question, because larger responses generates more questions within that response itself. So I think that is my suggestion, but otherwise it was good. And I wish that you clear it. My best wishes to you. Yeah. So over to you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Yashwardhan. Sanskar, that you are looking, you are not nervous. Absolutely not. You are not nervous at all. But you are also not very comfortable. So you should look slightly comfortable, because when you are comfortable, it seems what you are answering is also something that you actually know. And as far as the specifics are concerned, in fact, surprisingly, I had noted down, and everybody else has also said the same thing. You need to know about the climate change, the environmental issues, the Paris Declaration, India's sustainable development goals, plans for our non-renewable energy sources. That's it. That is number one. Thing is, which is very surprising. You should have got information about white tiger. Actually, Riva is known for the white tiger. So try to get as much information about white tiger as you can and relate it. And also, it is a possibility that you may be asked something related to that, like there are some species which have got extinct in India, but they are being trying to be revived. Which one? Cheetah, right? And recently our Prime Minister had held a great meeting in the Gir forest about how to, do things for our wildlife and all that. So this you need to be very thorough on. Then the new education policy also make it point wise. It was a general reply, but the southern people are learning Hindi and the north people are not learning. A small reply could have been, could be, and it would have looked very, creative and imaginative, that we can have the classes, the introduced Telugu, Tamil or Malayalam in India, in the northern part of the country, which may also give employment to the southern people in the north areas. So that could have been a very imaginative answer. And that would have also helped in national integration, right? Otherwise, you're doing well, study, good. So that's all I wanted to say. And whether ma'am would like to say something?
Sanskar, you have time. If you have any query and if you want to ask them, you can ask.
So does like the board members profile or like board members background, it matters in an interview? Like
No.
I'm talking about the member of UPSC. Like
No. There are 5 people who will sit. One is the member of the UPSC. It is all random. The members don't know which board. The candidate does not know which board. It all happens because in one session there are about 4, 5 people to be interviewed. So approximately 35 to 40 minutes per candidate. and one by one, everybody takes for 10 minutes. So be prepared for nobody will ask the same question for 10 minutes. They will at least have 3 different kind of questions. That's about all. And one question which you should prepare yourself, which I did not ask specifically, that is it good to give cash directly to the people instead of giving them opportunity to earn the money? A dole versus an opportunity to work and earn. So this, I would expect that you will prepare well and give a very nice answer. Okay. So that's all I would like to say. Thank you. Thank you and all the best. Thank you, Ashwardhan.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
All the best, Sanskar.
Okay.